is Drew Raphael, and he's part of Dead Apple Tours. And what he did is take a 1960s Cadillac Hearst, convert it, put 7 seats in the back, put some screens. He provides some
Dead
entertainment.
Apple Tours.
There you go.
I swear this should be the clown factory at BlogWorld this afternoon. Everybody's coming up with some great stuff.
Well, I'm glad you enjoy it. What sort of things would you like to do when you're visiting a new city?
Well, you kind of hit the nail on the head for me in terms of I like where locals go. I'm not the typical tourist that wants to go do the typical tourist stops. Those are great, but I want to experience a new place the same way that someone who lived there would. So. Yeah.
No, and that's exactly our point. We want to, our little tagline right now is I Got a Guide proclaims tourism dead. Another one is don't be a tourist. And I guess another one is friends don't let friends use guidebooks.
Nice.
Although we're only in New York, we're trying to expand relatively quickly so that New Yorkers can also do sort of, in this down economy, sort of a staycation where you can, if you're from in the city or around the city, you know, the 6th borough of Hoboken, whatever it may be,
right.
Come into the city for the day, experience new things, meet up with somebody who's really knowledgeable about something and have that experience.
So how are you monetizing then? Are you charging the people who want to have the guide for the day?
So if you are coming to New York City, of course you're going to have to pay just like any other tourist attraction. Right. So what we do is we allow the tour guides on our website to list any price they want. It's a completely open market. However, of course, if they price too high, they're not going to get too much business. Regardless of the price, we take a 15% service charge, and that's just a transaction process fee. And on top of that, we have a few little neat tricks up our sleeve in the future for an ad revenue scheme so we can hopefully get rid of the service fee.
Interesting. So this sort of reminds me of some startups that we've talked to in a different vertical within education, like online tutors, you know, freelance tutors. Same sort of thing where they can come onto a site and charge their own fee, and then the company that runs the site gets a cut of that.
That's a great example. More or less what we were aiming for is Airbnb, but of activities. So instead of trying to find a couch in a city that you're unfamiliar with and don't want to pay for a hotel, you find an activity or an experience or a tour that we offer that isn't offered by the big box tour agencies. And then on top of that, what we do to ensure quality of our product, considering I don't offer the tours myself, is we make sure that there's an eBay-like user review system in place where you can not only review the tour guide that you just had an active afternoon with, but you can also review the actual experience. So then one tour guide can have 5 different offerings. He may be a great tour guide, but one of his tours may be lacking. That way the community, just like the Yelp community, can let you know if that's something to stay clear of.
Are you familiar with Squeal?
No, I'm not.
SKWEAL.
No.
You need to check them out because a buddy of ours in Los Angeles, Tyler Crowley, has started it, and Squeal allows you to, as the company itself, sort of get those updates, those alerts about your employees, or about anybody that's working with you. So that could be somebody to partner with.
That could be a great synergy, a little partnership there.
So when did you start the company?
We officially started working on it, not that we weren't on the back end working on it before it, but February 15th, and it launched live online on April 15th, so it's only about 5 weeks old, and we have an official launch date for New York City next week on Thursday, June 2nd, and if anybody is in the city and wants to come to it, email me at keith@iGottaGuide.com, and I'll send you an invite.
And how many guides are currently signed up for the site?
Currently live on the site, we have over, I'd say 10 or 15 guides. There are more applications every day, and I'm actually getting slowed down trying to process them. And traffic is growing really well, and we're really impressed with the feedback so far.
And it seems like using social media tools, you may be able to find certain champions for other cities that would potentially want to be guides for you there.
Yes, we are completely ready to expand the website. It is able to be scaled immediately right now. However, we want to slow it down and control the expansion, just sort of like a living social model. And once we're live in a new city, that's easy enough to reach out via social media channels, target not only people in the travel industry, but also in, hospitality and everything in between. And we're definitely utilizing social media in a fun way. We just recently started a Foursquare feed for our mascot.
Going to ask you what sort of geolocation services you're tying into this.
We just started a Foursquare feed for our mascot, Gary. And Gary is Gary, I Got a Guide on Foursquare, and he will be checking in all over New York City and the 5 boroughs to give you little tips and pointers about what to do and where to go in and around the tourist traps.
Have you taken any money for this? Have you used any friends and family money?
As of right now, it's fully self-supported between myself and my co-founder. However, we are doing a seed round right now, and we're looking very, very aggressively for angel funding.
You heard that. So I Got a Guide needs angel funding. All of you out there that know angels, they can email.
Any email address at iGottaGuide.com. I will make sure I get it.
Fair enough. And what is this? Is this my guide bag?
Yeah.
My little guide bag.
We thought that a fanny pack was a little too much and out of style.
And fanny pack has a completely different meaning if you take it to London.
That's true, and we're going there soon.
Yeah, so don't do fanny packs.
All right, I won't, and honestly, I'll send you a Square reader in the mail.
I will get a Square reader in the mail too. Geesh, I'm so loved here at BlogWorld this year. Thank you so much, Keith.
Cool, man. Awesome meeting you.
Nice to meet you too. Keith with I Got a Guide. And apparently I got a guide if I want to check out New York while I'm here.